This is a Dalarna University production.
Welcome to the 11th grammar lesson in Arabic 1. Today we're going to talk about the days of the week and the verb in the present tense. The days of the week in Arabic start on Sunday, Friday and Saturday being the weekend. So logically Sunday is called day 1. And the other days also have names in connection with the numbers. So Sunday is called the first day, Yom al-Ahad. Monday, Yom al-Ithnain, the second day. Tuesday, Yom al-Thulatha. Wednesday, Yom al-Arbi'a. Thursday, Yom al-Khamis. Friday, Yom al-Jumu'ah, and Saturday, Yom al-Sabt. Yom means day. Al-Yom means today. We got some examples with the days. Darastu Yom al-Ahad, I studied on Sunday. Qara'ti Yom al-Thulatha, you feminine read on Tuesday. La'abtunna Yom al-Khamis, you feminine plural played on Thursday. Jalasna Yom al-Sabt, they feminine sat on Saturday. Katabta Yom al-Ithnain, you masculine wrote on Monday. Hadartum Yom al-Arbi'a, you masculine plural came on Wednesday. Akalna Yom al-Jumu'ah, we ate on Friday. In Arabic, you will be happy to hear there are only two forms of the verb. The perfect, which we have learned, and the imperfect, which we're going to look at today. All other tenses are formed with the help of prefixes or particles or helping verbs. So there are only really two forms that you need to know, perfect and imperfect. The stem, the thing that you start off with for the imperfect, is the same as for the perfect form. Third person masculine perfect. And as you remember, that's the form you will find in word lists and dictionary. The perfect tense is formed by suffixes, and the imperfect form is formed by prefixes. It's a little bit confusing, but normally grammar books, when they talk about Arabic, use the imperfect tense. But when we translate it, or when we talk about it normally in English, what we mean with this is the present tense, what's going on right now. Why it's called imperfect, why they've chosen to call it imperfect, is supposed to be because the action is not yet completed. If you're saying, I'm going to school, the action is still going on. You're not sure if you're actually going to get to school or not. So the action is imperfect. Whereas if you say, I went to school, you know that, well, you went to school and it all went fine. So the action is completed, it's perfected, it's perfect. That's why. Henceforth, we're going to refer to the present to this tense either with the imperfect or the present tense, both of them together. Now, forming this imperfect or present tense form, as we said, is done by prefixes, little things that you add in front of the verb. So you start off with the, for example, kataba, he wrote, or to write, if you look in the dictionary, and then you add alif for me, I write, ana aktubu. You add ta for you, masculine, anta taktubu. For you, feminine, you add both a prefix and a suffix, both a little bit in front of the verb and a little bit after the verb. So it becomes taktubina. Taktubina. He writes is yaktubu. You add a ja in front of the stem, and she writes is taktubu. As you can see, both you masculine write and she writes has the same prefix and sound exactly the same. Taktubu, you masculine write. Taktubu, she writes. We've got some examples here with sentences. هل تشربين القهوة? Do you drink coffee? يكتب الكاتب كتابا طويلا. The writer is writing a long book. تخرج من بيتك صباحا. You, masculine, leave your house every morning or in the morning. أدرس اللغة العربية. I'm studying the Arabic language. Since there is only one form for the present tense or the imperfect tense, as we say, it can be translated both with the simple present, I study, or with the present continuous, I am studying, something that you do for a longer time. As you have noticed, and as we talked about when we studied the past tense verbs, not all verbs have the same vowels. Most verbs have 3 fathas, ka, ta, ba, etc. But some take a middle kasra, like shariba or sami'a, and another few take a middle dhamma, like kathura, for example, to become many. Now, unfortunately, when a verb is changed to the imperfect present tense, the vowels change. And there is no proper rule for this. So you can't say that if a verb has a fatha, an a in the past, it will be a dhamma in the present, for example. So the best way is to learn this when you learn the verb. Learn the past and the present, or the perfect and imperfect, at the same time. In all good dictionaries, this middle vowel will be given, so you can look it up and learn it if you want to. And also on the word lists that you get together with the book, you can find this as well.